we go. There's the all-in. All right. Last round, round 4. Good luck, have fun. Here we go. All right, guys, we are ready here, and they are about to jump in because tournament mode is not on. Okay, and they need to jump in there. Don't make me do my my intro again, please. Come on, jump in. Jump in. There we go. Okay. And now we are going to start. So, we see Damage Networks as aliens starting in fabrication, and on the other side of the map, all in as Marines starting in Drone Bay. Okay, so we're seeing a 4-1 split by all in. Nope, it looks like they called him back, so it's going to be a 3-2 split. And Damage Networks is coming 3 people in shipping. That's going to be a lot of fun. All in building in hydro analysis. And Blue, Boom, and Kerkree coming into gravity control. Jubear alone in there, being stalked silently. Over on the other end of the map, Currently and Skiz. We're seeing Jubear continuing to move on. Kerkree, Boom, and Blue. I just heard a Parasite go off up against Colt. Nice split there to try to get them confused as to what direction they were coming from. They do get them down. Jubear came back, went around the corner. He does take down Boom, and Blue is going to go down as well. He was on really low health. Alright, and we're seeing Jonah Crab biting an RT in observation. Colt now coming in. We're seeing Currently and Skiz from All In building an RT in energy flow. Mines have now been completed. Carapace is starting. That's going to be completed very, very, very soon. Jubear putting up the power in launch control. And we're seeing that a Drifter now and Kerkree Rantology sneaking up. Rantology, DN's Battle Gorge. Oh! Gets seen right around the corner. Looks like she might go down. No, 38%. Oh man, ADHD coming up behind. Might pin Rantology. Oh, and Rantology does get pinched. Kerkree coming in. He gets taken down as well. And Blue comes in and saves the day. Put a cape on that guy. Skiz and Currently in hydro analysis on the north side. Right outside energy flow. Playing a little cat and mouse action. Boom now right here in the club. Checking out, you know, hearing basically all this movement there. Down in gravity control. Blue is basically biting this RT in gravity. ADHD coming to try to slap him off. ADHD goes down, and that RT is toast. Basically, Damage Networks giving it to All In. Biting RTs. I mean, this is a big map, guys. So you have an RT that's being harassed somewhere. I mean, it's a freaking trek to get there, especially if you have no shortcuts like phase gates to kind of half the size. Wow, Boom winning that fight with just 6% health. He's a very, very, very good biter. I'm gonna call him Bitey 2. Bitey's probably gonna kill me for that. All right, Rantology now in hydro analysis. Biting down that RT. We're seeing now Currently and Skiz. Skiz tries to get the jump. He gets taken down by Blue. Currently and Colt coming in. They are going to continue to move to hydro analysis. 32% on this RT. They're running in, and Rantology wisely kind of just moves away in observation. Jonah Crab now biting RTs as well. On the other side of the map, Jubear just built one up in monorail, and he is moving along through silo and into energy flow. We're seeing the Sys chain move into launch control. This is definitely going to be the second hive choice. And as I was saying earlier, this is a big map. Oops. This is a big map, and look what gets researched right down there. It's phase gates. So I do normally see phase gates get researched on this map before Armor 1, just because it is so large, and if you get killed as a Marine, it's just such a long trek back. Alright, so we are now, we have a phase gate linking up Marine Start and Hydro Analysis. That is going to give a little bit of mobility to All In. Jubear currently in Colt in Plaza against Boom and Rantology. Carefree comes streaming in, trying to do some backup. Colt is alive. He does take down Rantology. He does go down, and Curly takes him down at the end with a pistol. Great engagement there. And now that's going to leave Currently to do some damage to this RT. And he's going to be backed up by ADHD. We do see Gorge Tunnels have been researched, have linked up launch control. I've seen Archaea do this. Get Gorge Tunnels up first, get the Gorge Tunnel built in your expansion, and then put up the Hive. I saw them do that when Gorge Tunnels were more expensive, by the way. So, Boom, Golden, and Rentology now pushing down this, trying to push out this Marine offensive in Plaza / crew quarters. ADHD now alone, running back. His cold dead body is going to stay there in Hydro Analysis. Nothing happening there. Jonah Crab in observation. Colt now coming in, trying to scare him away with his scary, scary bullets. And Golden now as a Gorge coming into launch control. There's the Hive drop. 1% grown. We're going to see them expand on that side of the map. Mines going down around the phase gate in Hydro Analysis, and Colt and ADHD is coming in. So, the All In now trying to establish some map control. They do have Hydro Analysis, but they are getting bitten all over the place in terms of in terms of their RTs. We do have a double lurk on the field. Blue and Carefree. Carefree now shooting some spikes there. They're going to get pinched. Colt and Currently trying to fight in that little room. And wow, 4-5 of DN. Alien is just going to completely deny them that. All In having a hard time in the beginning of this match. Just 7 minutes in, they have lost more engagements than they've won. Here comes Jubear putting up a phase gate in gravity control. Rantology, it is 58%. Rantology and Carefree, I did hear the recycle sound. Jubear does go down, and that does get recycled before they do that, before they blow it up. Jonah Crab in observation, 22% on that RT. Let's see what that Hive is at. 61% grown, 100% health. 22% health on this gravity control RT. ADHD and Jubear trying to get Rantology out of there. Carefree now coming around the corner to back her up. Weapons 1 have started for All In. They do have Armor 1 already. More RT harassment by Jonah Crab. They are still sitting on 5. Let's take a look at the metagame here. Resource towers. 8 resource towers lost by All In versus 1 by Damage Networks. In terms of resources, All In still outstripping Damage Networks in total resources collected, 315 to 173. Team kills, 15 to 25. 3 Marine push now. ADHD Currently and Jubear in gravity control. Bunch of upgrades. Shift Hive and Leap have just started for Damage Networks, and this 3 Marines are going to come in. They do know, I'm betting that they do know that that Hive is there. They're going to build up this power. We're probably going to see a phase gate go down here in Shuttle Bay, phase gate armory, and they're going to just try to attack this this Hive here. They do know that it's there. I would be very surprised if they didn't. 78% on the Hydro Analysis phase gate. Skiz now phasing through there and moving in through energy flow. All right, and Blue and Jonah Crab hanging out in observation, coming up to that RT. There's the phase gate that I called out. That is going to get built. That is going to give them a nice little springboard. But remember, DN tried to do this to All In last game. Didn't really work. They got overrun ultimately, and I know that DN is probably going to make sure that that doesn't happen. Colt now coming down to observation, scares away Jonah Crab. He does have a shotgun, so Jonah Crab is out of there. 28% on this RT, and Colt is going to fix that right up with Band-Aids. Drone Bay, we're seeing that Drone Bay, nothing is happening in Drone Bay. Why I put my camera there, I have no idea. Currently, and Skiz in Hydro Analysis, Jonah Crab, Blue, and Boom just sitting right outside, waiting for their moment to pounce. Rantology on the ceiling as well. They are going to try to push them out of Hydro Analysis and get this foothold out of there. Skiz does take down poor Rantology, and that leaves Boom and Jonah Crab alone, and they are going to bug out. See what I did there? And in Shuttle Bay, we're seeing the armory up. We're seeing a robotics factory. They are doing the same damn thing as Damage Networks tried to do. But let's see if they actually can pull it off. Damage Networks obviously got overrun and could not pull off their attack. But if they are going to see that an arc factory is going to be built here in Shuttle Bay, they really need to get... they have Bile Bomb. I see that. And now, Bile Bomb and RT Harass. Let's RT Harass and Resource Starve All In to make sure that they can't pump out a lot of arcs. Blue now toying with Skiz, and currently we're seeing more RT harassment happening here. The first arc has been deployed. It's safely sitting behind this wall in Shuttle Bay. They're going to wait till they probably have two or three before they move them in with their team covering. Nice deployment of Hydras right behind this this airplane jet thingy here. Don't flame me on that. I don't know what it is. All right, and in Energy Flow, we're seeing Skiz currently and Colt. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my beer before it got warm. Another arc has gone out in Shuttle Bay. Jubear and ADHD and Colt now have phased through. They might take this 2 arcs, or they might do one more. Looks like they're waiting for one more. Jonah Crab doing some good RT harassment in Monorail, and we're seeing a push here by Currently and Skiz. So far, I have to say, All In, this needs to work. They're sitting on 2 RTs, 1 blueprint. RTs are being lost all over the map. They, you know, they need to keep... All In needs to keep their economy up for this push to work. We do have Boom as a fade now on the field. We're sitting on Armor 1, Weapons 1, and with Shotguns. These guys, Golden now in there, almost... There we go. 5 of Damage Networks aliens, 2 Lurks, a Fade, and 2 Gorges. Oh, here comes the push. That armory does get taken down. Jubear is the only one left. Oh my god, All In needs to save this. They need to phase through now. Oh wow, and look at this. Double hit. And just like last game, this Shuttle Bay base gets taken out. Wow, and oh wow, Damage Network basically said, you do that to us, here you go. Wow, what great play there by Damage Networks. I mean, obviously they knew how to react to that. They just basically did the same damn thing. ADHD and Jubear now coming into gravity control. This whole base is lost, 66% on that robotics factory. They're trying to move the arcs that they have out. Wow, 2 arcs became 4. I didn't know they had that many. So that's still pretty good. If they can fix this up, establish a foothold here, they can still push with that. We are seeing, though, that in Hydro Analysis, DN just forced them to recycle this base. It is gone. So they are pushed back down. The only claim to fame All In has at this point is these arcs. They do have a Mac out trying to desperately put the wires back together on these arcs, and the phase gate is back up in Shuttle Bay. So now, nice play by All In, nice recovery. This is it. I mean, this is their play, guys. They have to make this work. They have to make this work. They have they have Skiz. They have him going around, continuing to build up, and here comes the push with these 4 arcs, with the Mac there. Oh, this might be bad. They got Hydras to deal with. I mean, this is a lot of pressure. I don't think this is going to work out. Rantology there. There comes the first arc. Oh, man. Arc's blowing up like popcorn here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was tough to watch. That was tough to watch for All In. There it is. I mean, all of them now coming in. That was it. They're sitting on 2. This could be a GG pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I mean, now they're that was it. That was so expensive from that push. Yeah, currently Jubear, ADHD, and Cult against Carecree. Oh, I'm still feeling really bad that push failed. In a way, I wanted this to end 2-2. I think both teams are fantastic. They both deserve 2-2, but we'll see what All In does to recover at this point. I mean, they look like they're still in the fight. They're trying to regain Hydra analysis, but you know, with blink fades. Oh, wow, and Boom does lose his fade. Great shooting there by Jubear. Jonah Crab coming in and out. Rantology taking out ADHD. Syschain being worked. We're seeing a phase gate blueprint up in water treatment. This offensive in hydro analysis might not work out. Jubear does take down Rantology. Blue better watch out. He's at 17%. Wow. He gets out of there with like 1%. Oh, wow. And All In does establish a little bit of map control. Oh, okay, so Skiz and ADHD coming in, putting some pressure there. They are behind in the metagame, guys. Let's look at team kills, 28 to 47. Resources, they have collected more resources, just a bit. What, about 150 or so? And look at the resources right there. Damage Network's taking a little bit of resources over All In at certain points in the map, and now all of ADHD trying to hold this part of the map, trying to commit DN to this fight. Blue takes down Currently, Boom takes down Skiz, Jonah Crab takes down Jubear, and Boom takes down ADHD, and that push is done. And they are now moving in. They see that phase gate in silo. And look at this, a little whip action. Going ahead and attacking that RT. That's going to take a while for that to happen, but All In respawns, phases through. They do have weapons too, halfway done. Oh, gosh. I mean, I just think DN, they do have a lot of map control. All In just desperately trying to establish some sort of control on this map. There we go, forward base happening now in Energy Flow. Hey, I gotta give it to them. They are really trying to fight for this 2-2 win. All of 4 of All In Energy Flow against Boom and Carecree. On the other side of the map, we're seeing that Jonah Crab is coming in, gonna harass an RT over in Observation. We see Colt just take down Rantology in South Corridor, and these 4 Marines are still pushing in Energy Flow. They do have that armory. They can get resupplied, and they can make this push. Weapons 2 has been completed. That's going to help them a little bit. Jonah Crab and Blue in Monorail taking down that RT, and Colt taking down a Drifter. Sorry, I was more excited on that than I should be. I thought that was a Skulk. Alright, so back in water treatment, currently Jubear and ADHD just holding on to this. They are going to be backed up by Skiz, who came from Monorail, and in Observation, Blue and Jonah Crab taking down this RT. You know, they are in a precarious position, guys, because they cannot go so far away from this phase gate. And I'll tell you why. You guys probably already know. If a push happens here in the main base, and the observatory gets taken down, they're going to have to run all the way back to that phase gate to help. So we're just hoping that a counter push doesn't happen. Oh my god, and here it is! They're trying to look for that observatory. They spot it! Oh my god, if that observatory goes down, it is almost over. Oh, but that observatory goes down. But they get pushed away. Oh my gosh, and Boom does lose that. The phase gate is done. No more reinforcements there in Drone Bay, but they did get pushed out. And there's a push happening in fabrication. Jubear, Skiz, and ADHD. This is it. This is all in. They're trying to go after everything in here. Eggs, life forms. And they are being pushed back. This is going to be pushed back. I mean, look at DN just swarming around this map. Wow. I thought All In kind of had it. I mean, I know that was a stretch just saying it, but... So, Blue and Carecree, Jonah Crab, in taking down that RT in Energy Flow, and we're seeing now that Colt is in Monorail, just trying to take down Monorail, and obviously he gets taken out as well. We're seeing All In just trying again to split off, trying to get some sort of map control here. Advanced Armory has started. They're sitting on 3 RTs. They can eke out some sort of tech at this point. 20 minutes into the game, and we're seeing that that observatory blueprint has been dropped. So ADHD and Colt, and in gravity control, Jubear taking down Rentology, and there we go. A hive has been dropped in Monorail, 5% grown. On the other side of the map, we see Currently and Skiz moving into Plaza. Just trying to RT harass, trying to take, you know, res away from damaged networks. But with this hive going up, with 3 hives and all the upgrades, oh man, they are going to get out-teched. Because now they are sitting on 2 RTs, and it looks like they're just not going to be able to keep up with the tech. Oh my god, and Carecree goes down. It's not going to hurt him that bad. Carecree does have 31 res. He can go lurk again. Boom now, sitting on 37%, joined by another fade, Jonah Crab. In Hydro Analysis, we do see that a phase gate has been put up, or is being put up right now. Jubear kind of going back and forth. They're trying to pulse build this thing. They're going to get joined by Blue, and they might get swarmed at this point. We see the Advanced Armory has gone up. Another extractor has been destroyed. Doing a good job trying to keep them away. And they're going to finish building up this RT while Jubear covers him. On the other side of the map, Colt now sees this newly grown hive, but with a Crag behind it. That's going to be really tough for him by himself to, you know, to take down. Almost impossible, because Damaged Networks is just going to respond. He does take down that Harvester, and another one goes down, and he takes that down. That is hilarious. Oh! Wow! Look at that! He just took down that fade right around the corner. Nice shots by Colt, and takes down 2 Harvesters back to back. Currently now up in the top. Boom now. Boom better watch out. Colt is a great shot with that shotgun. Just took out that other fade. And he does finally get taken out. And in Hydro Analysis, we're seeing that a foothold has been established as, you know, by All In. Oh, this is really exciting. This is really, really exciting, guys. You know, this is an uphill battle for All In. I'll give you that, okay? But and they might lose. I'll give you that as well. But I have to say, it could happen. An upset could happen. I mean, I've seen it. I've casted almost 100 rounds. I have seen an upset happen, and if it does here, this would probably be one of the greatest games I've ever seen in history. Or one of the greatest upsets I've seen in history. My history. Alright, so ADHD now. There comes another CC Rantology on the ceiling there. relaying that information. Oh my god, here comes a swarm! All those guys get taken out, and here we go, Skiz all in, trying to come in, trying to save this base. I don't think it's going to happen currently now, coming in. With all these Marines streaming in one by one, this is going to be really tough for them not to hold this, and they are streaming in because they know they need this. They just spent so many resources trying to get this base up, and 29% on that phase gate. They are just going to keep coming in, chipping away at this team, but they themselves are going to be taken out as well. Oh my god, 10%. Oh, and the phase gate does go down. Joubert, the only one left in there. He's going to get decapitated, and that leaves Damage Networks to run freely in the newly built base for All In. Tough break for All In. Wow. So Cult ADHD currently in Skiz, now trying to come into this base together. Nice double shooting there against Boom. Boom has to be careful. Oh, we see Rantology as a Onos. And this is basically game. They don't have anything to counter that Onos. They have weapons to armor 1. They don't have jetpacks. They're up against too much.
Command station taking damage.
They have all the aliens have all the upgrades now. There we go. Well played. Well played by All In. I gotta give it to you. That was exciting. I mean, I know everything was against you, but if you had pulled that off, that would have been very, very, very exciting. So, great job. Great job. I'm going to wait till it officially says Damage Networks win. You guys just saw some great games. Damage Networks wins against All In. There we go. 3-1.